What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 4 NBA player props I love on the board for this Wednesday, March 19th NBA slate. I know it's a pretty late upload, but yesterday, Outlier just really wasn't even getting the props up on prize pick or for prize picks. I'm not sure what was going on, but they were up now. I was just looking at them, so I found 4 props I love on the board. So before getting those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It's been the world to me. Gonna be grinding all season, and we got March Madness right around the corner. And speaking of yesterday's video, the college basketball props, those ones flopped because unfortunately, San Diego State got blown out by 40. I'm pretty sure no one could have predicted that. A lot of people had San Diego State even winning that game. So, again, North Carolina, they're just kind of doing bad the whole most of the season, and then they just came out of nowhere and dropped 40 on them, beat them by 40, almost dropped 100 points. So again, 40-point game, can't really do nothing about that. But we're gonna bounce back in today's video, give you guys these NBA props, and we got March Madness. I believe like the official games round of 64 start on Thursday and Friday, so we'll definitely give you guys those props on there. But we got NBA, so we're gonna go to hop right at those right now. With that being said, our player of the day in today's video, we're actually gonna be looking at Tobias Harris over his first half first half fantasy score line at 14. Love this line for him. If we look at his last 10 games, he's covered this line 90% of the time, 9 out of 10. The only time that he did go under was against this Warriors team, who actually have a pretty tough defense against opposing power forwards, which he does play. Last 20 games, he's covered this line 85% of the time. So again, this line is very low. If you're covering 85% of the time in that many games, 6 straight alone, I feel like this one just has a great chance of hitting. His minutes have been super consistent throughout. Last like 10 games, he's been damn near averaging a guaranteed of 17 minutes a game. So this one should be a very good one. He's actually been a very good go-to guy for this Detroit Pistons team on the road as well. He's been averaging over 18 first half fantasy score in 8 games on the road, and his line is at 14. If we look at these road games, he's covered this line well every single time. Again, the only time that he did have this struggle was this very hot Golden State Warriors team. So again, that's going to be one right there. But despite that, he's been cash money, and he actually has a very great resume against these guys. Against the Miami Heat, he's covered this line every single time so far this season. He has split. This one was a very low scoring game. It was at the beginning of the season though, but recently he's been picking things up. And their most recent matchup, he had a total of 20 first half PRA. So that's what we'd like to see right here. And again, not really much else to explain, but he's just been killing it recently, and this line's just fair though in my opinion. So we're gonna be rocking with this one as our player of the day. Don't typically give you guys first half lines for player of the day, but again, I feel like this one just has a very good chance of hitting. So we're gonna be rocking with this play right here, Tobias Harris, first half fantasy score. Our second player on today's video, we're gonna be rocking with Alex Sarr over his PRA line at 26.5. Love this line. I feel like this is a pretty good matchup. Usually Washington Wizards, they're typically getting in blowout games, and a lot of their starters just sit out the rest of the game, or majority of the time they're the ones getting blown out, so their starters aren't even gonna be the ones scoring. But this is a very evenly matched game with the Washington Wizards and Utah Jazz. So again, both these guys should be able to go against each other and just put up numbers offensively overall. Again, both these teams are very weak defensively. So Alex Sarr should definitely be able to grab this PRA, giving us a total of 27. If we look at Utah Jazz against opposing centers, they're ranked 24th, 14th, and 12th in PRA, allowed to get around 19, 12, and 3.6 a game. Power forwards actually pretty solid, but in general, they're ranked second to last in the whole NBA in points allowed, around 120. So that should really help out Alex Sarr, especially with the guy he is. He's actually been pretty decent in his last couple games. And the part that I really like about this play is in his last 2 games, he's actually been seeing a just huge uptick in the amount of like shots and selections that he's been taking. 28 and 16 shot attempts in his last 2 head-to-heads, which you like to see right there. Again, if he's taking that much volume, I feel like there's a good chance of this line hitting, and especially against a team like the Utah Jazz, I feel like he should just be able to carry that over and continue this amount of volume and just be able to go green for us, which we like to see right there. And then this little insight down below, Alex Sarr has exceeded 26.5 PRA in 5 of his last 6 games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, averaging 30 PRA. So again, 4 over against similar teams defensively. And again, now he's going to get a team that's second to last in that aspect. As you guys can see, he's been green every single time. And I feel like the value on this one's pretty good. He has a great resume. His last head-to-head, which was at the beginning of this month, actually, he saw a total of 30 PRA. So again, that little insight actually gives it like a nice little significant breakdown and accurate information. So I feel like this one should be a good one. Not sure why Alex Sarr wouldn't be able to cover. He's been taking a lot of volume, and I'm expecting him to keep it going again right here. So second player is going to be Alex Sarr on this play right here, 26.5 PRA. That's going to be our, why does it say live? They're not playing right now, right? I'm not sure. Wait. Oh yeah, they play at 7:30. Okay, prize picks is just tripping then. So that's our second player. The third player on today's video, we're gonna be giving you guys Myles Turner over his first half. Points, rebounds, and assists 12.5. Love this line for him. Last 10 games, he's been pretty solid. 7 out of 10. 70% of the time he's been covering. The only matches he did have struggle in, a very tough Houston Rockets matchup in the Milwaukee. He's actually pretty solid against opposing centers, and then he got hugged by 0.5 against the Chicago Bulls. But other than that, he's been well over every single time. It's a perfect matchup against a weak Dallas Mavericks defense who is lacking heavily in the big position. So power forward, center. Obviously, they have so many injuries. I believe they have PJ Washington in there, but again, a guy like Myles Turner, he should be able to knock down those threes, get the rebounds. Again, without those as many bigs in there, he should have a lot of opportunities for all those type of stats right there. So if we look at them against opposing centers, they're ranked 22nd, 20th, and 16th in PRA, allowed to get around 18, 13, and 4 a game. So again, for a pretty good one. First half PRA only 13 that he needs to cover. He's been playing an average of 15 plus minutes whenever it's a good game. We'll definitely be seeing like 17 plus minutes guaranteed from this guy. He actually has a great resume against these guys as to why I put this play as in the video, taking it personally. He's gone well over every single time in his last 3 head-to-heads, and he's done this in an average of the same amount of minutes that he's been seeing in his last 10 games, and he damn near doubled this line every single time against the Dallas Mavericks, and these were when they had their defensive players in there, like Derek Lively, Gafford, and obviously PJ Washington's in there, but again, they just had like way better defense solid. So again, without those guys in there, or even with these guys in there, he still had 20, 23, and 22. Now with the guys lacking, if he's already doubling it with them there, what can you imagine that he's going to do with them not there? So this should be a very good play. Been super consistent on getting up his shots, and again, the resume speaks for itself. So we're going to be rocking with this Myles Turner first half PRA right here over this line at 12.5. That is our third player on today's video. And then with the last and final player we give you guys, we're going to be rocking with Sengun over his fantasy score first half over 20.5. Look at his last 10 games. He's covered this line 80% of the time. Last matchup, he had a tough one against Philly. I'm not sure what happened right here. Only played 11 first half minutes. But again, this game, I didn't even watch the game, so I can't even tell you guys what happened. But other than that, we got this matchup against the Orlando Magic. Do not got like the little insight for them against opposing centers, but obviously they're one of the best ranked defensive teams in the NBA. I think the center spot is actually where they're most vulnerable to. But again, if you look at his last 20 games, last 10 games specifically, he's been super consistent on covering this line. He's been averaging almost 17 minutes a game, averaging 23 first half fantasy score, and his resume against these guys is very solid. His 2 head-to-heads that they had this season, or actually this was last season, he had a total of 27, and then what they saw, they played each other like last week. He had a total of 21 first half fantasy. So again, this one's pretty solid. Played 20 minutes in this matchup, so this is a good one. He has a nice little, again, just one-on-one type of situation down below in the paint, and I believe these ones should have a good chance of hitting. So with that being said, that's going to be the last player, Sengun, over this line right here, 20 first half fantasy score. And these are my 4 players I'm rocking with for this Wednesday, March 19th NBA slate. Again, player of the day, Tobias Harris, NBA first half, 14 fantasy score. Second player, Alex Sarr, over that 26.5 PRA. Third player, Myles Turner, first half, 12.5 PRA. And then last player, Sengun, over that NBA first half, 20 fantasy score. So these are my 4 players. I believe all these ones should have a good chance of hitting. I told you guys my favorite one, which is Tobias Harris. So if you guys didn't take anything from the video, I'd recommend that one. And these are my players I'm gonna rock. You guys mix and match these however you guys want to. I'm gonna be rocking this format personally, so you guys can tell if you would like as well. But that is all I got for you guys. Again, if you guys haven't joined already, we get that free Discord down below. Link will be in the description of this video if you guys haven't joined. Again, gonna be a lot more active with March Madness around the corner and the whole tournament starting up soon. So got NBA going on at the same time, so we'll definitely be rolling a lot more picks out there to you guys. But that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.